Right. So, targets of this type of warfare know that the perpetrators will often reference something that you said or did in private, a private conversation you had, you know, something that happened at home in your kitchen. You drop a peanut butter and jelly sandwich on the floor, right? Then later you go out and someone walks by you and talks about how clumsy people are when they drop peanut butter and jelly sandwiches on the floor right after they made them, right? Things that people should not know. And you know what, once or twice it's a coincidence, but they do it repeatedly so many times that you know it's not a coincidence, right? It's meant to make the target understand that they're being watched even in private. You know, that's just how it is. And it's not always something the target did. It could be something someone else did, or something someone said to the target, something that evoked extreme emotion, positive or negative, right? Okay. They want you to know you're being watched in private. They want to make sure you don't feel safe anywhere, even in your own home. That's part of the psychological effect of this. Okay, here's what happened. So last night, I was watching a movie from Stephen King. It was like The Monkey or something like that. And it was about this toy monkey that was cursed. And every time it was about to kill someone, and it had a drum, okay? It had a drum and a drumstick. And every time it was about to kill someone, it would beat on the drum, okay? Yeah, so today I went down to do laundry, and I had to go out for a minute. And so I went out, and as I was coming back, this guy came out of the building, and he was walking toward me. He grinned, that huge grin like the toy did, and then he did the, like, he gestured with his hands like someone beating on a drum. That's what he did. And it wasn't just that one gesture, it was both hands, someone beating on a drum. That's what he did. Yeah. Now that could be taken as a threat. And you know, you never know, like, whether these idiots know what they're doing, because they're told to do this shit. Do they understand the meaning behind what they're told to do, or what they're told to say even, right? Or are they clueless? Do they think this is a stupid game? Because they can be recruited in a lot of different ways. Some people are recruited to literally cause harm to other people. They know that they're causing harm. They're stalking, they're terrorizing, and they understand that. I think other people just think this is a stupid game. You know, people are recruited in different ways, and they have different understanding of what they're involved in. So the question is, does he understand the meaning of what he was told to do? If he did, he is guilty. If he doesn't, he's just a fucking moron who, you know, at some point, and I'm going to say this, at some point, these perpetrators, it's like right now, it's very hard for us to prove what they're doing, just because of how they're doing it. But the day will come when it's going to be very hard for them to prove that they didn't know. That they didn't know what they were involved in. That, oh, they were just told this is, you know, something stupid, a game, just go here and do this and go there and do that. One day they're going to have to prove they really didn't know. And they're going to have as hard of a time doing that as we're having now trying to prove what they're doing to us. You know, it's when they come by and they say something that, you know, repeats a conversation I had in private, or, you know, they repeat that I dropped something in the apartment on my foot and yelped over it, or something like that, it's bad enough. Because it shows you're being watched in private. When they make a gesture like the one this guy did today, that takes it to a whole other level. Because, again, that could be a threat, just given the context. And I can't prove it. But I will tell you this, the guy was about my height, maybe, he's about my height. He had thick brown hair, a little bit wavy, a thick beard, kind of wavy. Or maybe it wasn't wavy, I couldn't quite tell. My skin complexion. If something happens in this building, or if something happens to me, what I'm going to do is, I did record his face. I didn't catch him doing that because we were walking towards each other, and he did the gesture and then smiled, that crazy smile, and then stopped. But I did record him as he walked by. I'm going to put that video, I can't do anything about it now because I can't prove anything, but I'm going to put that video I'm going to upload it, and I'm not going to make it public, but if something goes wrong in this building, I will have his image uploaded. And because he was going to be, he was involved if something happens. Again, he could just be a fucking idiot who's told to do something and he does it without understanding the context. But prove it, right? Prove it. At this point, if they're going to choose to get involved in shit like this where they just fuck with people all day long, then they can take accountability when something goes very, very wrong. Oh yeah, and when I got home, my door was unlocked. So that's the, and I know I locked it when I left. So that's the other thing. It's meant to terrorize. Yeah, so that's what happened today.